Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It is finally a Friday. Hashtag it. Finally Friday. We're here. Welcome. It's Friday, September the 15th. We've got a weekend ahead of us. But first things first, we've got a great show for you this morning. It's Film Friday, and we'll also be talking about our automotive program here at HCC in a few minutes. But first, my co-host this morning, as she is every Friday morning, Randy Ramsey of the Southwest Alternate Media Project. Randy, good to see you with us this morning. It hasn't been as hot the past week or so. It's been kind of pleasant, shall I say?
I was super excited for the rain. I was like a crazy person in my yard, like dancing around, so excited for the grass and myself and the rest of us. So bring it on. I'm looking forward to a wet weekend.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a extended break. Then just out of the 100-degree weather is perfect for me. I had enough of that. I always said I'd rather the hot weather than hurricanes, but I don't know. It's a toss up at this point right now.
Well, at least a hurricane would be done in a week. Unlike the 90 days of 100 plus degree weather. It was just out of
Yeah,
control. I'm not meant for this. This is
it,
not my jam.
it was insane, but hopefully that is behind us. So good things going on today. We've got a couple of guests before we get to those. I want to thank you for watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning. HCC is in session Mondays through Fridays at 10 a.m. And Randy, they can also catch us anytime in social media and on HCCTV.
That's right. We're on Facebook, not HCC District, the Houston Community College District Facebook page. We're also on Twitter, which I refuse to call anything else, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5, and 10, Monday through Friday.
Okay, Randy, you're into films. You're going to love the next guest. You'll be
So
interviewing her.
excited.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be interviewing her. You know, a lot of us will say, hooray for Hollywood. Well, in Victoria, they're saying, Viva Texas. And we've got Claire Santellana, who is the founder of Viva Texas Film Festival. Good to see you, Claire. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We are looking forward to hearing about the festival. So stick around. Randy's going to be with you in about 10 minutes. All right. First up, we're going to recognize September as, well, it is being recognized as Workforce Development Month. And today we're talking about transportation. David Vogel's joined us. He's the Dean of the Transportation Center of Excellence here at HCC. Welcome back to the show, Dave. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Thanks, Dad.
So we're looking forward to hearing about your program. Now, since we've returned to campuses, I wasn't expecting to hear that you have a hybrid course coming up, but tell us about that.
Yeah, so we got an electric vehicle and hybrid that we're developing right now. We have we're working with the city and the county to get all their technicians trained for all the safety procedures, and then we're going to go into more detailed stuff.
Now, would this be something like a partnership with various automotive manufacturers, or how would this work? Or would the students learn fixing these vehicles, whether they're made by Tesla, Toyota, or GM?
Yeah, it's going to be a generic one. It's not dealer specific because each city, the city and the county have different vehicles. So we're going to cover all different vehicles, hybrids and electric.
Now, what industry training are you offering your students currently right now?
So we have Toyota. We have all their online offerings that our students can take for free. We have Subaru University that they can take for free. We have Audi, and we also have Ford now. So we have 4 different manufacturers that the students can take free training.
And tell us about our dual credit program, because I know that's a big push. We're going to be featuring it extensively in our convocation. And tell us how automotive fits into that, because I would imagine if a student is going to high school, they get training in automotive technology, their career is set for them, really making a good living, correct?
Yeah. And we've partnered with HISD, and we have several schools that we're going to right now with the dual credit. We have over 200 students that are doing dual credit through the automotive program.
So when these students get out of high school, can they automatically go into like a dealership and work? Will they get certified enough for that?
Yeah, so what we're doing is an OSA for them. So they finish the intro, service, brakes, and suspension, and that's enough to start at a Quick Lane or Firestone, Jiffy Lube, things like that.
What's the latest in the new and advanced equipment for our students? I think the last time we were talking about smart cars and things like that. What's the latest technology that you guys are looking at?
So it's really the electric vehicle and hybrid that we're working on getting, but we've updated a lot of our equipment. Matter of fact, we just got a new frame machine for the body shop. We got an AUDIS system. It's for all the sensors, lane departures. If you replace any of them or even a windshield, you have to reset all your sensors. Otherwise, it won't work correctly.
When we talk about hybrid and electric vehicles, that seems to be the buzz around the country right now. Many states, California, et cetera, are saying by 2030 they want to go all electric. And the argument I've heard, maybe I can get your take on this because we're going to talk about truck driving as well. But it's going to cost so much more for the industry to upgrade to electric vehicles, and then those costs could be passed on to consumers. Obviously, we want to get our students trained for the future, but do you see it happening fully as quickly as some states are predicting?
Well, the infrastructure has to be there so everybody can actually plug their car in and it doesn't shut down the grid, right? That's the big question everybody has. And I've noticed a lot of people are going with hybrid because if we have another Erie, once you run out of your charge,
yeah,
you're out. But with a hybrid, you got gas, you could still use your vehicle. So that's a big thing. And then, of course, I don't know if you've heard, but I guess the UWA is going on strike. So they're shutting down all the big three manufacturers soon.
Yeah, that was just announced this morning. Yeah, interesting times. Commercial truck driving. I know we've talked about this, especially over the last 3 years. We can't seem to get enough truck drivers out there on the road for transportation. What does that mean for our students? That's certainly going to be a viable industry.
Yeah, we've actually had a waiting list for truck driving over the past year, but we've actually caught up now. So students can come in and get in within a couple of weeks now. It used to be an 8-month waiting period, but now we're caught back up. I don't know if you heard, but Yellow Trucking Company, they went under. So that put 30,000 workers out of work. So some of them guys are filling the need, but still people are retiring. So there's still a shortage of truck drivers out there.
And what I've heard through the industry and interviewing some people is that a lot of the older truck drivers after COVID, they just literally earned enough money to where they could either take a few years off or retire. Are you finding that as well?
Yeah, and most of them guys, like you said, they went to Amazon and delivery, UPS and things like that, where they don't have to drive over the road because they did make enough money and now they can be at home every night.
Right. And Amazon, boy, that's I imagine they're always looking for drivers too.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about if students want to learn more about the opportunities out there. David, you guys have some job fairs, and are there scholarships available for them?
Yeah, we have a Thunderbird Club. It gives a scholarship every year. We have Marvy Fingers. That's through high school. If they're a high school student, they can apply for that, and that pays for everything. There's WIOA that also gives scholarships. We have TPEG as well for scholarships. So definitely have a lot of scholarships available out there.
And what's the if someone is looking to get into this program, let's say their hours have been cut, or maybe their job was lost during the COVID times and they're not needed in that industry anymore. What's the shortest time they can get certified? For example, if they want to go into truck driving, and then how long is the program itself?
So truck driving is if you go full time, it's a 6-week program. If you go part time, it's a 12-week program. It's full time is 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. Part time is on weekends and nights.
And there are scholarships and financial aid available for that too?
Yes. Yeah, that'd be the TPEG that I was talking about.
Okay. And what about automotive technology? If someone is looking to get into that industry, because boy, we can't seem to get enough of people to repair our vehicles now.
Yeah. So what we've done is we have a stackable degree plan. So when you first come in, your first 16 weeks, you'll get an OSA. And that's what I was talking about earlier with the dual credit. And then you continue to the next semester and you'll be taking your electrical, your AC, your engine performance 1 classes. And then that'll be a level 1, a smaller level 1. They call that a maintenance and light repair certificate. And then if you continue on, you can get your full automotive technology certificate, which includes transmissions, manual transmissions, engine R&R, engine repair. And then if you want, you can continue on and get your associate's degree. So they're all stackable. So that way, each semester you finish, you're more prepared for the industry.
One final question. I know a lot of our programs have cohorts. Do you guys have year-round enrollment where your programs are constantly being offered? How does that work?
Yeah, in automotive and truck driving, we do have year round. The only program that doesn't go continuously all year would be body shop, because it's only a 10.5-month program. So there's a 6-week period where we don't run classes in body shop.
David Vogel, he's the Dean of HCC's Transportation Center of Excellence. David, thanks for being here. We're going to have all the information on your programs and how people can register in the social media post after the show. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Todd.
All right, we're going to turn things over to Randy, and you've got a special guest for #Film Friday.
That's right. I'm super excited. Claire Santellana, founder of the Viva Texas Film Festival in Victoria, is with us. Welcome to the show. I'm super excited. I happened upon the festival last year, which was its inception year, right?
Yes.
You had a short film, Broken Hearts, that was in the festival. And I had met the director, Alessandra Lichtenfeld, I want to say. I'm the murderer of all names, Claire. So I was super excited when I saw that you were going to be here. So obviously, first question, why found a film festival in Victoria, Texas?
So we used to have a film festival in Victoria, and it was a huge staple for the area. And a lot of people really looked forward to it every year. But, as COVID did knock out a lot of things, that was one of the things that just didn't come back after COVID. And there was a hole there for the filmmakers in our community and the artists in our community. And so last year we thought, my co-founder Crystal Winters and myself, we were like, why not? Why not start a film festival? It's a need in our community. There's a gap, and we love film. My husband's an animator, and Carissa's acted in movies. She's produced movies, or different films. So it just made sense.
Well, I'm super excited. I think Swamp used to do workshops at the old festival. Like, we used to be down in Victoria, and we haven't been in the last few years. So I'll hit you after the show. We can collaborate for next year. But
Definitely.
You've transformed it from just a film festival into a film and arts festival. And I know there's a lot of arts. My mother-in-law lives in Rockport, so I've been to Victoria many a time. So I know how adorable your downtown is. So how did you end up deciding to do that?
Well, before we thought to do the film festival, I had already started an art walk here, and it's going really well. It's a very popular event. We have really talented artists. Artists come from Houston, artists come from San Antonio, Rockport, and they're right now, this art walk on Saturday, we have over 60 artists and musicians performing.
Ooh.
So the downtown just comes alive with music. We have a pianist, and she's actually a youth pianist named Jocelyn Downey. And we also have guitar bands, all different types of music along with the artists. So it kind of just creates a special atmosphere. And I love the way that you're able to go inside of each business. And so all the art still stays indoors. It's not damaged if there's weather or if it's humid. But I guess since I already ran that and we were starting a film festival, it just made sense to kind of make film and art collide.
Well, and the intersection of art and film is a really beautiful place, and lots of great stuff happens. So I'm super excited. Now, you seem to have a lot of award-winning short films this year, but let's talk about Radio Telescope.
Oh, yes, I love that one. So that's with Tanner Beard. He was going to come, and he actually, all the way until yesterday, he was planning on coming, and he got another job being a host. And so he had to go do that. And I was like, oh, man. But he's sending 2 team members from Radio Telescope. They will be present at the festival to accept their award because they were the winner of their best short feature, or best short narrative. Sorry, narrative short. But yes, we're really excited about that one. It's a great little short film. exciting, keeps you on your toes. I like the twist at the end, so it's great.
Yeah, no spoilers. I've seen it, but it's very fun watch.
Hmm.
So, how about your opening night lineup? It looks like you have a pretty good roster going there.
We do. I'm so excited. So, Friends of the Wild, I really like that film because we did partner with Grace Ranch this year, and our art show is at the Texas Zoo. So it's very fitting to play that on our opening night because it's about an animal rescue. And the lady her name's Tina, that it centers around, she pours her heart and soul into this animal rescue. She really focuses on possums, but she also rescues raccoons, and other animals as well. And she's coming to the festival, and she was telling me how hard it is just to get away for even a night. From It's 120 possums, I believe, and 12 raccoons. And if you know raccoons, they're like toddlers. Like, yeah, it's really hard to leave. And so I really am excited that that film's in it. And then Grace Ranch made a film, and they're our nonprofit partner this year. And we also have some local music videos. So after last year's festival, the locals were inspired to make music videos, and they entered them in the festival. So they're gonna play live while their music video plays, like shows in the background.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. That's a terrific. We have an upcoming event up here where that happens, and it's just super, super fun. What
Mhm.
about some of the other films you have this weekend?
So I really like the shorts lineup. Shorts block one on Saturday. I Buy Me a Taco is so funny. I love that. That one stands out in my mind. And Strings is phenomenal. But that whole block is great. And then with the feature films, we have some really interesting ones because there's some in other languages. So Into the Mist, for example, it's a film from Indonesia about an
Hmm.
anthropologist, and it just makes you realize how different ways of thinking can be in other areas of the world. And that's one thing I love about film festivals is opening your mind to the way the way other people think, or the way maybe things are in different parts of the world. And it even opens up conversations like Americana that one's on Sunday, and that was filmed at a Native American reservation, and it kind of centers around the fact that there is a huge problem there with the
Yeah,
children being abducted um and also
it's
being
a
sold to slavery.
it's a really strong lineup that you've got going. I saw Cowgirls on there.
Oh
I
yes.
saw Night. I saw Ballet. Any of those also? I mean, Buy Me a Taco is very funny though. So,
Hmm.
but Cowgirls in particular, like what an appropriate and fun.
I love that one. And I didn't even know that they existed, but now I'm obsessed. Like their song just plays in my head, the cowgirls and synthesizers. And they actually, I believe it was Ireland that they hit it big, actually.
Yeah,
And they're right here in Texas.
I know we have so many people who are huge in Europe, but you never hear about them at home. Now, you guys are doing workshops this year too. So you want to talk about those?
Yes, so a lot of our most popular workshops that are almost full are the business centered ones. And so they're very much centered for creative businesses. So it'll be like how to price your artwork, your network is your net worth, so how to network and stuff like that. We have one on AI, which is really neat. So how to integrate AI into script writing and things like that. We have a songwriting workshop. We have a sewing workshop, ceramics. So it's a really good array of workshops.
Both in arts and filmmaking.
Right.
So you have the art walk. Friday night, you're at the Texas Zoo. How did that end up being there? Because I think it's super fun, but it's not normally what you think. Let's have an art reception and a film festival at a zoo. Yeah.
I know. Well, I love our zoo. And our zoo is one of the oldest zoos in Texas. It is so cute. And they are so personable and willing to work with us. They're doing actual animal experiences for people that night. And so including a bearded dragon's gonna paint, I believe. I mean, the animals could change, but there will be animal painting. So we're gonna get to watch animals paint. We have a caricature artist, we have a live singer, Rosemarie. We have, let's see, the artists are they did such a fabulous job on their artwork. If you're able to attend, I would really recommend it tonight at 5:30. We also have food available. But the zoo, they're just really easy to work with. Super cute zoo. If you haven't been, I had someone from Houston enter the art expedition last year. This is the second year we're doing it. But last year we did it in August, film festival in September. And so this year we were like, let's add it. Let's add it to our arts festival.
No, I've been to that zoo. It's really, really lovely. I think.
Is.
So, this weekend you're going to be busy, lots of stuff going on in Victoria. What's the one thing, if, I've got 30 seconds, what's the one thing that we should make sure we do?
I would say definitely the art walk is great and you can still pop in a film. So go to the art walk, see a film while you're there. It's in the same vicinity. Because 120 Main is one of the stops for the art walk. So you can still go up and see films. Everything's happening there, music, art, film. But that's really hard to choose because everything's good. I'm like,
that was the perfect answer. Like, do the art walk, pop into a film, stop by, get a Viva cactus water. I hear you. Thank you so much, Claire, founder of the Viva Texas Film Festival in Victoria. We'll have all the information in the post after the show. And I'm not making it this year, but I plan to be there next year.
Yay. Okay. Well, sorry you're going to miss it, but next year, look forward to seeing you. And thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here.
All right. Thank you both.
Todd, so much fun stuff happening all over Texas. So many things to do.
A lot going on. It's a big weekend too. So before we get to the weekend, we'll get the rest of the workday. All right.
That's right.
Now some announcements. Eagle Market at the West Loop. This is an important announcement for our students out there. HCC has opened the HCC Southwest Eagle Market in collaboration with the Houston Food Bank. It's located at the West Loop campus. It's a grocery store-like pantry for students enrolled in the Food for Change program. Want to enroll in that? We'll have some information in our post after the show. And we also got some student life tips.
That's right. Recipe for Success student life tips are back. Several helpful workshops are available to assist students in improving their skills and studying habits. Coming up, academic essay structures this Tuesday, September 19th at noon, all virtual on Teams. Check our post after the show. Life skills are good things.
And also our career services are hosting workshops in the HCC Southeast Student Life Center. They're happening September 20th and 27th, October 11th, and November the 1st. Check our post after the show for more information there. And we've got a convocation coming up, not that far away, Randy.
Nope, Friday, October 6th at the NRG Arena, because we are so huge. So save the date for the fall convocation.
And we will not have
9 a.m. to 11:30.
Yeah, we won't have up to the minute that day either.
So that's right. You'll miss me.
Yep, you'll be off that Friday.
You'll be sad.
Yes, I will. I will be sad, but I'll be at the convocation though. I got to be there. Got to work it. There's a registration link we're going to post. They're going to send out a registration link. Make sure you sign up. They're asking everybody to go this year. Okay, faculty exhibition, Amy Beth Wright out at HCC Stafford. It's a solo exhibition featuring the artworks of faculty member Amy Beth Wright. This is only one of the faculty exhibitions now open around the HCC system. This runs through November the 3rd. It's at the HCC Stafford Fine Arts Gallery. If you haven't been out there, it's pretty cool. Check our post after the show for more information for this free event. And Monday's a big day because it is our second start semester. If you want to get some classes taken in the fall, now's the time to do so, Randy. You got to register.
Yeah, you can register over the weekend and start class Monday without even missing a beat. As always, 5 ways to learn, online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid lab. Whatever works for you, HCC can do it. So check out hccs.edu for the schedule and apply.
Okay, Monday, Dr. Teresa Jacques of HCC's History Department will return to discuss a major Library Congress grant that she's received to utilize her digital archive. Check that out. And it's Mental Health Monday.
And you have my friend Sarah Gish back on with wellness tips for our mental wellness. And Sarah is fantastic.
She is. She's a wonderful lady. I've known her for years. So it's good to have her on the show. She'll be here Monday. I'm off all next week. We're going to have a virtual cornucopia of guests. guest hosts for the show, a horn o'plenty, if you will, of guest hosts.
We will miss you every minute you are gone, Todd. It's just
oh,
not
the
the
heck
same
you
without
won't.
you.
No, you won't. No, and I'd say I miss you guys,
but you won't.
I'll be on vacation. So,
well, enjoy that vacation, but first enjoy the weekend.
I will. Be safe out there, everyone. Up to the Minute returns on Monday. Have a great weekend.
At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. Open the door to real-world education, where passions become careers. Find out more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
It's really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.